Hey guys, and welcome to part 30 of the Resident Evil 6 playthrough. Yes, we've gone over the 30 mark now.
This is going to be a really long one, folks.
But we're nearly done. Just this campaign to finish off. And now for another story intersection.
And again, this is one of the only few problems, is that you haven't watched the same cutscenes again. Only slightly different versions of them.
And by that only the spaghetti part is different.
Yeah.
Or at least now you can have your chance to say what you feel about this scene right here where Deborah has been affected in Helena's fear and shock.
Yeah, Laura Bailey does a really good job bringing out the raw grief and emotion. And Leon's just standing there.
Oh, it's a good thing that missed his shoulder. That would have been arrow number 24.
No! No! The crossbow! It's back! Helena, protect me!
He just hides behind
I can't take it anymore! Ada, you won't shoot me with that, right? Pinky promised me. You won't shoot, right?
Ada would just say nothing.
I'll take that as a sign that she won't shoot me. Hopefully not. And then you turn on friendly fire, and then just shoot him anyway.
It's complicated.
It always is.
Aye.
You never just tell me.
I can't be bothered telling you, Leon.
Oh, Helena was even worse with that. I'll tell you when we get to the cathedral. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you everything. And then Leon calls her out. Look, if you want answers, you should be prepared to give a couple yourself.
Aye.
We need to get to the lower
So we have, if you remember in the first campaign with Adele, folks, it's the exact same boss.
Yeah. And if you're playing with the imaginary friend, he shows up here as well. Yeah, no one seems to know he's there.
Yeah. Another thing I think I failed to say in the intersections that, let's say you successfully get an intersection, you have 4 players. Yeah, you might not get the dying insta-kill dying animation where it flashes white from the other players, but you can still kill them.
If just one player dies, though, the game instantly ends, I believe, so which sucks. If you get matched up with randoms who don't know what they're doing.
So that's why at least Capcom made the idea of changing the color of the ID name to indicate what type of status they are in terms of health.
Where are you?
So if we were playing 2-player at this point, the random nobody would be joining up with Helena. Even then, he can't even pull the fucking lever. Agent can't do shit.
I'm the main character. I do everything. I thought this was called Ada's campaign.
Well, again, it's an intersection. We cross over.
Since I'm the pretty boy, I take up most of your time. Oh, we're getting married?
Don't get the wrong idea.
That'll be. I hope. I bet you that'll be like during the after Resident Evil 7 they finally tied the knot. Go on.
I just hope we actually see the old characters again, not just Chris in the next game as well.
Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. We've not seen Jill since 5 at this point.
That's a little trick you can do to speed things up. If you, when the character's rolling, folks, if you hold down the slide button, they'll instantly go into slide, and you can get right back up.
Yeah, the slide button is your aim button, depending on what your control configuration is.
Aye. You gotta feel bad for me because not only have I got one AI to deal with at this point, I've got 2 of them.
Because they won't die.
Thank God. Can you imagine if they didn't change that, how the AI functioned in RE5?
Fuck Superman. Leon's the real man of steel. He got hit by her and he's still standing. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive.
Now, is there any reason particular why they had to make her wear no clothing for this mutation?
Service again. It's Japan.
Aye, fair enough.
The barrels here will do a lot of damage to her, but you have to wait until she's close to it. Or when she jumps up there.
But she always jumps in. When she's jumping across the room. This Coliseum, not Coliseum. This area. She usually jumps up to a max of 3 times before she tries to jump onto one of the player characters.
There's a random zombie there out of nowhere.
Yeah, just to throw you off.
If she lands on any player, she'll start a ground attack. It's instant kill if you don't break free of it.
Ah. But then again, how can you know that when you're playing this for the first time?
You don't. Funny thing, if you press circle while you're destroying one of the crystals on her tentacle, I think your character shouts for help. So it's like, you play as Leon, punching, he's like, I need backup!
So you see there, Stevie, that's how I do my counters. I listen based on sound.
Yeah, I know the timing for most of them, but I get it.
Ooh.
And that zombie stole Chris's machete from RE5. It was pretty much the same size.
Oof.
Down you go.
Oh, I got the two ladies except Leon. No, Leon's the man of steel.
More powerful than a locomotive.
Oh, that's not fair. I forgot to mention it, which is exclusive to Leon. You can switch between having one handgun or two handguns. Where you
Yeah,
can go
dual
full
wield.
where you can go Dante.
Yep. Ebony and ivory. Hell, I have a hairstyle to back it up.
Shotgun to the head, always classic.
No, one of my favorite things I just read randomly somewhere. I think it was on Game Facts. People were talking about bad players and mercenaries, and they were bringing up one Leon player who was just dual wielding and shooting the zombies. He said, "This bastard just comes out of nowhere like Batman, dual wielding his handguns and shooting the pistols everywhere." It just the way he worded it just cracked me up for some reason. Nope, no red herb for you.
I will. Never mind.
Do some shit if you.
Now here's a little thing about this. In this bit, this is where the agent random nobody would team up with Leon, but he can. Usually Leon will stagger when the ceiling above him collapses, but agent can skip that. But the problem is, if that hits you, instant dying status.
It's either instant dying status or you take a lot of damage. Because I do remember skipping it once, and I took a lot of damage from it.
But unfortunately, Ada and Helena can all do is just provide cover.
So fucking slow.
Insert random elevator music here.
Down we go into the depths of hell.
How many candles are in this fucking place? Who had the time to put all these candles around these catacombs?
I think Leon just got hit by the debris there. Because I was here. I think I heard him grunting, damage grunting there.
Well, don't worry, since it's the AI, it won't die.
They can die from some scripted events, so
But most of the time, it's an improvement from RE5 since the AI.
What's that, Sheva? You're just gonna walk right into a Reaper's instant kill attack and fuck up my S-rank run? Okay.
What's that, Kirk? You gonna fire a rocket launcher at my arse?
I uploaded a clip of that to the messenger chat not too long ago, and I was helping someone with S rank and everything in RE5, and Kirk fucking shot me. What the hell?
You didn't give him his biscuits.
Oh, imagine if it were Josh. You'd shoot you just for not collecting the time bonuses and mercenaries. Take out as many enemies as you can. Stop this.
Duck!
And because he's an AI, he won't miss the quick time events, so...
There's me abusing that trick again by using the aim trick.
Another pipe, get down!
When you're aiming down your sights, folks, if you press the X, you can duck to avoid projectiles like so.
Just stop it, Deborah! This is
Helena, why are you trying at this point?
Yeah,
She's
too
gone.
far gone. And Deborah's voiced by Kate Higgins as well, who's also the voice of Sakura in Naruto.
Aye. And again, there's a little trick here to avoid the stagger, folks. Just before the car hits her, jump backwards.
Oh, that doesn't hit you?
No, you completely skip it. But the best strategy is to lie on the ground and shoot those weak spots.
More post-traumatic memories for Leon here. Oh, a minecart again. I'm getting too old for this shit. Because he did the minecart in RE4.
Yeah. If you fail to get that in time, she'll jump on the other side of the cart.
I don't get why the chainsaw didn't show up in Leon's campaign as well, just to complete the cycle. Because Leon's had to deal with chainsaws for pretty much everything.
Fail to shoot this barrel here, and that's blocking the line. Dying.
And down you go off into the depths below. Didn't you get a glitch here where you just face?
It was a lag input glitch where somehow missed the barrel, we flew off, and then as I clicked the continue icon, it kept replaying the death cutscene over and over again.
So it was like, Helena!
And it was right here actually when not too long ago I got that little lag where this bit right here, lag input kicked in before it forced my partner out because lag, the cart was speeding up. in this section right here. So you see how slow this is going?
Yeah.
Imagine this, but it only went faster and faster.
Alright. You're too slow.
I was getting a little bit panicking.
Come on, step it up. I'd rather not step it up on this thing. It's too fast to begin with. Yeah, as long as you stay on the ground, she'll never hit you.
Aye.
Scripted sequence here. The Helena player has to shoot Deborah's weak spot. The Leon player has to help
Has
Leon.
to risk. No,
No.
Leon has to help Leon? What?
What is this? I have to save myself?
No, yeah, the Leon player has to save Ada, otherwise she will fall.
So you can't really do anything here.
Aye, until Leon picks me up. But see that core on Deborah, at the moment it turns pink, you fucked up.
No. Is the AI gonna die? It
Nope.
looked like the AI was gonna fail that.
No, it's when that core changes from yellow to pink, that means you fucked up, and then
Cut straight to the death scene.
aye, where both her and Helena fall.
This is the same cutscene again, I believe.
Yes it is, but the ending, the last bit is slightly different.
Oh, a whole 10 seconds. It's different.
I don't understand why this particular bit after Deborah dies, which shows the flashback. I mean, what's this got to do with Ada?
Nothing. Again, it's obvious that they copy and pasted the cutscene into this, then
Really?
slightly modified the end of it.
Do 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 do. No, that one was more classic.
No, Mario World is just funnier in general, just because of the tone of it.
It's gonna be okay. Look at me.
Again, what's this cut flashback got to do with Ada 1's perspective of Simmons?
Why is she scantily clad? So, and
Deborah, look at
look, she's barely got anything on. Again, Japan.
Japan and their fetishes.
Not my sister.
Probably, I'm guessing because she was probably sleeping in the house and they kidnapped her while sleeping
Maybe.
to blackmail Helena into infecting the university.
Yeah. Elena's hand was forced on this.
Aye.
I helped him. I helped Simmons breach the president's security.
Could you
What?
do that now?
What, Nightcrawler style from X-Men 2?
Oh, I forgot about that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Long story.
There's too many of those movies.
Here's a little bit of coincidence for it, by the way, folks. If you recall, in Leon's campaign, after Ada leaves, he gets a call from Simmons. But Ada gets a call from Simmons at the same time.
And if you don't play your hand right,
What is going on? The answer will be revealed shortly.
Suspense. Ada, where'd you get that grapple gun?
why don't you come down here and I'll show you?
Little backstory about Simmons is that Ada and Simmons briefly met in Raccoon City, but it was more like a partnership kind of thing. But then, because Simmons fell in love with her, it ended up becoming obsessed with her.
Creepy. I
Yes.
don't think they met in Raccoon City, but they met after she escaped the city.
And then Ada was like, "I'm not having any of your shite."
It was she left after she found out that it was Simmons who pretty much orchestrated the destruction of Raccoon City. Like it was him that recommended the city be destroyed by a nuclear missile, which is what happens in Resident Evil 3.
Aye. And what was it in Degeneration? Senator Ron Davis had something to do with it.
I haven't seen that in a little while, so I don't remember.
You know, the big chubby guy with the big
Yeah.
douchey attitude. Where his own secretary left him to die.
Yeah, doesn't he get slapped in the face by Claire at one point?
Aye. There's a little funny thing actually when you play this with Agent. You can if you play once fast enough to hit the button before Agent goes away, the cutscene plays as if Agent's been left behind. Oh boy, chubbies!
Whopper!
But I think this is where we're introduced to their second variant actually.
We'll see it soon.
This
It's got
is
an even funnier name.
this is the standard Whopper. You know,
Okay.
Big Mac Whopper.
No, Burger King, I think. Or do McDonald's.
Aye, one of them.
Ripping them off now.
But the best strategy for this folks is shoot their legs so they can be stunned and then coup de grace.
Yeah, they take up a lot of damage though, especially
But you see,
but
then you look at this guy. Well, we'll see him later.
Okay, he's not. No, if it's off screen, he doesn't exist. Like in an 8-bit game.
Oh, and there's another one.
Oh, here we go.
That's their second only attack, folks.
Yeah, charge. At close range, they'll try and grab you with both their arms and lift you up into the air and start chewing on you, and you have to break free of it.
But here's what's weird. They're playable in the siege mode, but not in agent hunt.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense, actually.
Mind you, I think you have to break them free, or do you place them by default when you spawn in?
I think it's randomly determined. Could you place the level pizza, actually, or was
I don't know, actually.
Because I know that monster was in Siege as well. Oh, electric box. Careful.
But you see this guy, folks? This is Whopper Supreme.
Whopper Supreme!
Well, he's slightly bigger.
The only real difference is that his hitbox is bigger.
Aye. And he's so big that he can break down cages so quickly.
No, you can't shoot from
Aye.
because the way it's
Invisible.
coded.
Aye. And he's stuck.
POWs aren't very bright in this game. Your beast folk getting stuck behind an object in chapter 4 of Jake's campaign.
Aye.
That's the thing. But it can actually break down the bars there.
Aye.
If it charges into them.
But just keep shooting its legs and it will eventually be stunned.
For a coup de grace. And you'll know if it's dead because it'll stagger backwards like that and fall on its ass.
Aye. And that's it.
Best way to bring them down in regular mercenaries is a remote bomb, then a coup de grace.
It was, it was lucky that key just happened to be lying on the floor there.
Why, what's stopping us from just going in the water there and climbing up this side?
Oh yeah, Ada's assault rifle is the same one from Jake's campaign. The Bear Commander. Have a grenade on me!
Do you examine the chute here? Because she says something funny.
No,
like,
I don't think I do.
She's like commenting, Leon, you didn't actually go down there, did you?
No, I did
Which
not do
did.
that. Well, it was his only chance to escape.
Saving the world, one shoot at a time.
Well, this Whopper's resilient. 3 grenade shells just to kill it.
Oh. And it will stagger you if you.
But watch out, folks. If you remember in Leon's campaign, we went through here and there was all these cocoons that did not hatch.
We have to deal with the aftermath.
And now they've hatched.
Yeah, the female characters, when they counter on a pad, do this ridiculous and crazy somersault over it.
While the pad does like a jump charge and it falls on its arse when it misses you.
And if you try and go to the side, it'll stop and try and go after you from the other side as well.
Aye. This is where I recommend you use the explosive bows for the crossbow, folks.
If the male characters get that counter, they'll stop it right in its tracks and then knee it in the face.
Mind you, the regular arrows just do just enough damage to remove the shell armor.
Yeah. These things are pathetic in the raid mode for Revelations 2. They're so much easier to kill.
There's a little trivia as well for the crossbow when you do the quick shot, where you press the L2 and R2 at the same time, folks.
You move backwards.
You move backwards, but it also reloads the crossbow.
And if you use mods to give Samurai Crusher that crossbow,
It looks silly.
you'll do the
cartwheel,
somersaults.
Right, at this point, folks, you can go straight to the door, but if you do that, it'll lock you, and you'll have to deal with all these cocoons that will hatch. You can't, and it's that traditional video game. You can't move on till the enemies are gone.
No, that would be worse in one of the classic games if you didn't have any weapons or that, and you just had your key items with you, and you unknowingly walked into a boss fight. Then you'd be fucked, because you can't attack enemies unless you equip at least a knife in the classics. Because a lot of the times the classic games would lock you in with the bosses until they were defeated.
So if you went out of your way to destroy all the cocoons before this, folks, you can skip the door locking on you.
Better start cleaning house then.
Are they all in the pads? Or?
Yeah, they're all in the pads. It's always the pads in this section. I think that the pads are the easiest to deal with in terms of all the mutations. Well,
yeah, no, lower
completely.
difficulties especially, but in higher difficulties they hit really, really hard.
Well, what would you say is the most challenging Gedesto?
Probably Gnezdo or...
Because I'm only counting things that hatch out of the cocoons.
Lefotitsa, that hatches out of a cocoon.
Aye, but we don't see it in-game, only in cutscenes. Yeah, the ones that the red icon above their head, folks, those ones you have to kill.
Yeah. And again, if you deal a lot of damage to the cocoons quickly enough, you'll destroy them entirely.
The game does tell you that they require a lot of electricity or something like that, but really, just waste your bullets.
That will damage you, by the way, if you
Yeah.
are near it. Which Andrew's used to rather surprising effect in Survivors mode. There was one time we're playing on Mine in the Depths. He was blocky Jake, I was regular Jake. And we were right next to the electric box. I'd just been revived from die status. I had like 2 blocks of health left, and then we both met up at the electric box trying to kill each other, and then I tried to slide into Andrew and he shut the electric box, and I'm sliding, and then I end up on my ass, and Jake's like staggering and all that on the ground and stuff, and then I'm back in die status, and he gets flung backwards because of that, and then I just instantly die. We're just getting shocked the whole time. So it's like, it was hilarious.
But smart thinking on my part.
You lost half your health. But it was me who died, so... Survivors is just brainless fun in RE6. Too bad it's broken.
It's broken as fuck.
Happy birthday.
Maybe that was a teaser, actually, for RE7. Okay, then. Your opinion on this random VHS tape.
Maybe, yeah, again, this is probably the precursor to the saving mechanic for RE7. Took Resident Evil 20 years to get tape recorders to save. We moved 20 years to go from ink ribbons to cassette tapes.
But still, Simmons, if you wanted to create your perfect clone of Ada, why the hell did you make a VHS tape of it?
Because you probably want to watch this over and over again, because he's a creep.
Oh, dirty bastard.
Dirty boy!
No wonder Leon's confused.
Everyone's an idiot in this game.
Except Ada.
Because the thing is, folks, we see Ada multiple times throughout the game, and multiple times she's wearing a blue outfit, was it?
Mm-hmm.
And no one stops to actually question how she changed clothes so quickly.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, if you well, folks, here's your revelation right here.
Ada,
It's a clone!
Neo Umbrella.
Yeah, we're taking plot points from the movies now.
Aye.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, it turns out this woman is a clone of Ada.
Yeah, we'll find her real name later. And this family she's talking about comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, wasn't mentioned in previous games at all.
Destroy it. And the world will blame.
And Courtney Taylor voices both of them.
She must have had fun.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to one really awesome scene later where I'm convinced she was having the time of her life doing it.
If she wants a game, she'll get one.
I want to play a game.
The real Ada.
Saw, what did you get here?
I've always been here.
And now who she's calling this time? It's the real Simmons. Wait till you hear his reaction, how he really realises his plans have gone out of
An old
hand.
friend, Simmons. Ada Wong. Let's ditch the pleasantries.
I love how he's like really pleasantly surprised to hear Ada there. And then this news.
She has her heart set on destroying the world.
That's why he leaves for China.
Looks like the race is on.
Because he knows that she was heading there.
Aye. And that's where we're going to head. So in the next part, we'll see you in China, folks.